All right, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Voice Forms video content. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to our channel for more videos and to be notified when we post another one. So for today, I'm your host. My name is Philip. I'm one of the co-founders here at VoiceForm. And today we're going to be going through our blog post on the 8 best questions for your branding questionnaire. So these are super important to ask when you're kind of trying to craft a brand identity. So why don't we just go through it? So there's really 8 questions that you need to be asking. The first one would be to understand who are your customers. So by doing a little bit of research, you want to ask yourself, who are your customers? And based on that, you can kind of move on to the next step. From there, another question is to ask yourself, what's the story behind your brand? How did you get started? Who are the founders? What's the mission statement? And if your brand was a person, what would their personality be like? Once you've completed those steps, who are your main competitors? So by understanding who your competitors are, it really allows you to kind of stand out from them and differentiate yourself. Another question to ask yourself is, what's your unique selling point? What makes you different? That's a very key question to ask yourself, because with a lot of adjacent offerings in the world, you really need to stand out. And this is an important one for sure. From there, you go into, what do you currently like or dislike about your current brand identity? So this is super important, because if you're anything like me, there's things I like about VoiceForm's brand identity. There's things I don't like I'm hoping we could change. So this is a super important one as well. It requires you to really get real with yourself and your team. And then another one we have here is, what's your long-term vision for the brand? So what's the overall vision? What's the goal? What can you get people to kind of rally around and help and get to that goal? And how does your brand sit within that? And are there any terms that you associate with your brand? So maybe assigning a few terms, like, for example, or maybe trustworthiness. It's a long word. Prestige, simplicity, eco-friendliness, and so on. Like for us at VoiceForm, our goal is to help customers have their customers and employees be heard. And empathy is a big one for us. So another one that you can kind of keep moving through would be, what do your logo, font, and color choice communicate about your brand? What fonts are you using? Are they aggressive fonts? Are they non-aggressive fonts? What colors are you using? Are you using kind of inviting greens and yellows, or are you using red and kind of sharper colors like orange? And so those are the questions to help you kind of identify your brand identity. So let's go through them quickly again. First one, who are your customers? Second one, what's the story behind your brand? Third one, who are your main competitors? Fourth, what's your unique selling point? Fifth, what do you like or dislike about your current brand identity? Sixth, what's your long-term vision for the brand? Seventh, are there any terms you associate with your brand already? Eighth, what do your logo, font, and color choice communicate about your brand? If you want to actually have a deeper read of this, please click the link below and you'll be taken right to our webpage where you can have a deeper dive into this blog post. Thanks for watching.